Hey everybody, this is Brett, and today I would like to talk about how you can get anything or everything that you want in your life. And, I've learned over the last many years that I can get anything I want, but that some things are a lot harder and some things take a lot longer to get, and other things not so difficult. But as an example, a few years, 3 or 4 years back, I wanted to get a really good place in Montford, which is a really sweet place, sweet historic district here in Asheville. And so I started really looking on Craigslist. I started connecting with the heavens. I started going over to the Montford area and checking it out and trying to decide, well, where do I want to live, and maybe even knocked on a few doors and asked a few questions here and there. And I eventually just scored. I got this little carriage house, and it's in the back of a really expensive house, but the backyard was huge. And this house and its yard were only 3 blocks from downtown, but it was like a sanctuary in the middle of downtown. And I could throw the frisbee and the dog could chase it. I could throw that frisbee as far as I could. And it's like 100-yard backyard for the dog. And it was such the cool place with a loft and wooden rafters for my ashiatsu bars. And I lived there for just a year, but things changed and I needed to find another kind of a place, and so I did. But the moral of the story is that you can, if you really work at it, get anything that you want. And another thing in my life that I've been striving for a long time is really good health and getting more and more beautiful, because you see, I knew in the beginning that if a person could achieve a really high mentality and a really beautiful looks and a really sweet demeanor and a strong spiritual connection, if a person could achieve all of those things, then they could have just about anything they wanted. Many of you understand this, and that each aspect of a person's being has to be so strong and pure and beautiful for them to be able to accomplish this. And so that's a big, big thing to try and achieve. And I've been working on that one now for 22 years. And of course, some people can get it real fast, and people like myself that were really, really sick, it's going to take a long time, and I'm not even close to being done. But I knew I had certain qualities that were really strong from the get-go that would enable me to be able to play this hand out for a long time. And you also have certain qualities that will enable you to achieve big things in this life. And you may be near the end of your rope. You may have just a few years to live, because maybe you've got cancer and you haven't really taken care of yourself very well. Or, on the opposite end of the spectrum, you may be young and you're really getting going with the raw food fast and veganism fast, and by the time you're 30, you'll be extraordinarily healthy. But regardless, life just goes on and on and on. Your life here is going to end, and then you're going to spend a certain period of time. This is just kind of my take on how it works. You're going to spend a certain period of time incognito, in the ethers, in heaven, whatever you like to call it, and then you're going to be reborn whenever you're ready. As soon as you're ready, everything comes to us when we're ready. And it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter whether it's a new life or whether it's a house with a garden that you've wanted for a long time, or a new occupation, or a new mate, whatever it may be, when you're ready and all things come into alignment, that's when it's going to happen for you. So thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you so much. Bye.